Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about Porsche's most powerful SUV yet. New for 2022, Porsche has unveiled the Cayenne Turbo GT. Now this produces 631 horsepower and 626 pound-feet of torque from its twin turbocharged 4-liter V8. Now if that engine sounds familiar, it's basically the same engine you're going to get in the Cayenne Turbo, except it has new crank, pistons, connecting rods, timing chain, and torsional dampers. The Cayenne Turbo GT will run 0 to 60 in only 3.1 seconds. To me, that is just mind-blowing numbers from an SUV. It also runs a quarter mile in 11.6 seconds with a top speed of 186 miles per hour. Now, although those numbers are super impressive, I'm completely blown away with the 3.1 seconds 0 to 60, but it now holds the record for the fastest SUV around the Nürburgring, lapping the 12.9 mile track in only 7 minutes, 38.9 seconds. Now, straight line power is always nice to have, it's extremely impressive, but to see that kind of time around the Nürburgring should only give you a glimpse of how well this SUV is going to handle. Now the Cayenne Turbo GT sits about an inch lower than the standard Cayenne Turbo Coupe, and Porsche says that the suspension and electronically controlled chassis systems were specifically tuned for this vehicle. It has a 3-chamber air suspension system which is 15% stiffer than the Cayenne Turbo Coupe. They've also revised the power steering and rear axle steering, as well as Porsche's dynamic chassis control system. Now what that does is help reduce any body roll and input for the turn-in. Now, as you can suspect, high performance tires are going to be a must on a vehicle like this, so Porsche has been using the Pirelli P0 Corsa tires on 22-inch rims, which happen to be 1 inch wider than the standard Cayenne Turbo Coupe. Now you're going to get ceramic brakes standard on the Cayenne Turbo GT, but the more impressive part are the size of those brakes. These rotors measure in at 17.3 inches in the front and 16.1 inches in the rear. That is absolutely massive. The front calipers alone are so big they take up almost half the rotor. Now Porsche has also tweaked the 8-speed automatic for quicker shifts, as well as their traction management system, which is now fitted with a water-cooled transfer case. You're also going to get a new titanium sport exhaust system standard, which also saves 40 pounds. The roof is carbon fiber, which lowers the center of gravity. Now the upper rear wing does have active aero with carbon fiber side plates, and also features a 2-inch gurney flat. And the rear diffuser is also made of carbon fiber. The front fascia is also going to get a slight redesign with a larger front lip and larger side air intakes. The color you see here is a new color for Porsche, debuting here in 2022 on the Turbo GT, called Arctic Gray. Now if we move to the inside of the Cayenne Turbo GT, you're going to get a full treatment of sport luxury. Nothing less than what you expect from Porsche. Tons of Alcantara everywhere. A seat on the door sills, the grab handles, even the gear selector has Alcantara on it. Obviously the steering wheel is covered in Alcantara, as well as what looks to be the dashboard. I like the design of the seats up front, very sporty. They look very well bolstered. Got Turbo GT embroidered on the headrest, Alcantara inserts, and you actually get the same seats in the back with just a slightly different headrest style. I think that's a very cool, unique feature. Instead of having some sort of bench seat in the back, you have another set of bucket seats. Very cool touch, very interesting. I do like it. Let me know what you think of that. But overall, if you're familiar with the Cayenne Turbo's interior, you're going to be quite familiar with this one. It's pretty much the same with a couple mild tweaks here and there. Now the 2022 Cayenne Turbo GT will be hitting dealerships in early 2022 with a starting price tag of $182,150. Just a small price to pay for having the fastest SUV out there. Now, of course, I'm going to want your opinion, but I think that's a pretty good price tag to have the fastest SUV on the market. The Lamborghini Urus does come in very close. They have advertised 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, but I have seen testing running it in the low 3s, but it cannot match that Nürburgring time. Now the Lamborghini Urus comes in at $218,000, which is $36,000 more than the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. So of the vehicles, I think I would pick the Cayenne Turbo GT. It's a phenomenal looking car. I love the new paint scheme. The Nürburgring times alone are impressive. The handling has got to be incredible. I can only imagine with a 7-minute and 38-second time. 0 to 60 in 3.1, also very impressive. I want your comments down below. What do you think of the new Cayenne Turbo GT? Please don't forget to hit a like on the video and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell notification. And I'll catch you in the next upload.